Hi, welcome to my home. My name's Lisa, and this is my channel about stitching and quilting, occasionally thrifting once in a while. And anyway, I'm glad you're here. It's been a while. Little life update. So I did have my first knee replaced. Tuesday the 9th will be 4 weeks since it happened, and everything's going great. I just want to say thank you for all the prayers, because honest to Pete, it was the most surreal thing I've ever been through, because I am an anxious person. I worry about things I don't even need to worry about, let alone anything major. I've never had a surgery, and to think that I was heading into the operating room and I didn't have any anxiety, any fear, and that is all because of God. And I appreciate all your prayers. I am going to be going in and having the other one done on the 9th, which is this coming Tuesday. So I'm a little nervous, not necessarily about the surgery, but about being able to get around, because my knee is doing good, but I'm not sure that I don't always put all of my weight on it, and there's a lot of weight to put on it. So anyway, but I know God's helped me before and he'll help me again. So, but I wanted to get on here. I haven't done any stitching, anything creative actually. And I've been off. Tomorrow will be 4 weeks that I've been off work, which seems like it has only been a week. It's gone by in the blink of an eye. But really all I've done is sleep and eat. And do a few exercises and then sleep and eat. So I just really haven't felt like stitching, and I've just given myself grace to say it's okay. Just because you have all this time off doesn't mean you need to be creative. Just chill out and just rest. So that's what I've done. And I'm hoping maybe after a couple of weeks, after I get the second one done, I'll get a little bit more in the swing of things. But if not, whatever, it'll be good. But I thought I would get on here real quick, because who knows when the next time I video a video. Video a video. So I thought, well, I'll get on here and just show the couple of things that I worked on before my surgery. And I did, actually, I can't really say I haven't done anything, because I did reframe something. I had one day where I came in here into the sewing room and I thought, okay, let's just do something. You're not in pain, so let's just do something. And so I did finally put this one in a frame. I had originally had a Brenda Gervais piece. I think it's Spring Delivery or something like that. Originally it had been in this frame, but for some reason I just always felt like the brown kind of fought with the black, and I just never really liked it. So I decided to take it out and put this piece in, which is Sepia Sampler. And I don't think I pulled the pattern, but it is from Not Forgotten Farms Designs. And so I changed my colors for it, of course, because that's how I roll. And I used the colors that she had called for in another piece. And honest, if it wasn't such a production to get up and go over there, I'm still using my walker. And or I would go get the other piece that I'm talking about. But it was Spring Farmhouse by Not Forgotten Farm. And so I liked the colors in that so much that I just used it on this one. I'm still using my walker, but honest to Pete, I should be using canes probably by now. But trying to maneuver around 3 dogs who are not used to me being home all day, and who think that every time I stand up, I'm going to get them a treat. I mean, it has just been a very tiresome deal. I love them to death, and I'm glad for the company because, it's funny, I used to think, oh man, if I was at home, I would never be bored at all. Well, I'm finding that's not necessarily the case when you're too lazy to get up and do the creative things that God's given you to do. But um anywho, but honest to Pete, and especially Marshall, who's blind, I mean, I am just kind of nervous to graduate to Canes because I'm just afraid he's going to knock one of them because he runs into my walker constantly. So, anyway, but he is getting very good. I've just used like a couple of words. I'm not saying a ton of different things to have him stop and go. It's just been whoa and let's go. And he's really starting to get a lot better. But honest to Pete, and they're on the floor here. So just to go over there to get that other picture is it's a major production. So anyway. So I did get that finished. I had, and I don't even know, that might have been pre-surgery. I don't remember. I think it might have been because I feel like I set up some things at the same time. I cut down some little finishes that I had, and I thought, well, I can make them into pillows. So, I cut them down, and then I cut some fabric for pillows. And then for this one, which is a Brenda Gervais, I did a piece of wool to go on the back of it. And I thought, well, that way, I can still create something but not have to start from scratch. But I don't think I've ever come in. This was all, I think, pre-surgery. Whatever. At least it's something to share with you. I did do some work on my red house sampler, which I have made into a blue house sampler. And the last time I showed it, I had just done some more of the border, and I think I finished underneath the house. I've got all the house done now, but I carried on and got quite a bit done. So I have the border flowers done all the way to the edge, and I did that little tree and flower. So I think the bottom row is all finished. And so then I continued up with my border vine a little bit further. But I feel like I got a lot of progress in on that one. And then I worked a little bit on I didn't even take the time to take stuff out of my project bags. I usually try to do that so it doesn't waste y'all's time. But this one is by Plum Street Samplers. It's Liberty Inn. And I've changed my colors. I didn't feel like the house showed up enough. And even though I picked darker fabric, so it would have showed up, I think, better anyway. So I've done a little bit more on the house. And I've been trying to go, I'm about to run out of the cream that I'm using, which is Parchment by Weeks Dye Works. And so I'm starting to run out. So I thought, well, instead of making a huge chunk at the end when I do run out, I thought, well, I'll just kind of skip around and try to fill in here and there. And that way, the few rows that I have to use with another thread might not be so obvious. So I did a little bit of that. Let me show you how much parchment I have left. I think I have like maybe 4 strands left. So, and I thought, oh, I did that same color for A Gentleman's Daughter by Plum Street. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll just be able to go and grab that one. And I looked and I'm almost out of that one too. So Paulette has big houses. So you use up your thread. So, but that's all my stitching that I've done. And like I said, that was beforehand. So I have it sitting right next to me on my couch. My couch setup is so funny. So in the past, I could barely get off of the couch, the love seat that I sat on. And so Larry's side of the living room had the full-size couch. And so I knew I was probably going to end up sleeping in the living room for a while, just so that I wouldn't disrupt him. And so he stayed with me for like the first, I don't know, four days or so, 5 days, and then he went back to work. And so I've been able to get around really well. Honest to Pete, like I said, it has just been a wonderful experience. I'm so thankful. Now, my brother, on the other hand, he had his done 5 days before me, which I didn't even realize he was planning on doing. And his has been awful. So I'm hoping that his road will get easier. He said at this point he wouldn't even consider having the other one done. And was shocked that I was already scheduled for my next one. But anyway, so if you think of it, maybe say a prayer for my brother. His name's Tim, and he's kind of having a hard road to go. So, but anyway, but my couch, I had it all set out, and Larry had put little risers underneath the couch. So I had the full-size couch as my domain. And he started sitting over on the love seat. I think it's funny. He kind of got to see how awkward it is trying to get comfortable on that little love seat. But anyway, but I have all my stitching stuff. I had it all prepared. It was all right by my feet, basically. And I just had everything at arm's reach, thinking that, oh, I would just be so productive. But yeah, I just propped my foot up and went to sleep. And but now I'm starting to get to the point where, all right, I'm tired of sleeping. And then when you try to sleep at night, you can't sleep, and so you're up at 2 o'clock. So if anybody's up at 2, and want to talk on Instagram, if you see that I'm up, I'm up. But anyway, so I did receive some happy mail. I had a giveaway a couple videos ago of just a simple little notebook that I had done some cross stitch on. And so Susan sent me, I got an email from 123 Stitch, which I've never bought anything from them. So I'm excited to kind of peruse their site. I looked a little bit, but I just couldn't make any decisions. So I thought, oh, we'll do it on a day when I'm not groggy. So, but she sent me a gift certificate for 123 Stitch. So I just wanted to, I've already told her thank you on Instagram, but I just wanted to say thanks, Susan, for thinking of me. She was hoping that I would have a speedy recovery and that I might have fun shopping a little bit. So that was nice. And then I also got a little package from Lorraine. And she sent me a little spool with a little pin cushion on top. Cute little black pin in there. So I think that's just going to look wonderful with my keeper of the pins. I have all of them. Well, I just have one more to finish, and then they'll all be done. So I thought that was so sweet. And then another one with the teal color that's becoming my favorite color, and it's like a pin keeper. It has a magnet in there, so I thought, well, that'll be cute to keep in my little, I found an old school desk at the thrift store like a month or 2 ago, and so I put all my stitchy stuff inside of there, thinking that maybe it would be a little bit more neat, but I still pile the desk on top with stuff. And then I have a hard time getting into it to get the other things out. And then I'm excited to use these things. I didn't open them until I showed them on the film, on the on the film, on the video. But she sent me some cute teal scissors. So, and then a little waxer and a chicken. Ah, so I just wanted to say thanks, Lorraine. I've thanked her also on Instagram. And I'm hoping to get into my sewing room tomorrow and make some thank you cards, because I've had some really nice things happen, and I need to be thankful and send those out. I used to be so good at it. Now it's just not common nature anymore. So I need to get back on track. So, okay. So let's see. I think the only thing left would be to go over the giveaway stuff. So in a couple of videos ago, I had mentioned that I was going to give away this set of cards that I've made. There's a thank you. Let's see, one says hello, one says just a note, a happy birthday, just a note, and then a thinking of you card. So anyway, so I did that, but then I never said the word that you needed to put in the comments to get it. And so on last video in the description box, I mentioned that if you wanted to get these, and I think I did say it in the video last time, to just say cards. So anyway, I went back to this video and picked a winner. And so the winner is Kim Esmond. And so Kim and I chat back and forth through texting all the time. And so Kim, if you just want to get me your address, shoot me a message on Instagram and give me your address. I'll get those off in the mail to you. I'll have Larry do it. I've been kind of breaking the rules. I've been driving occasionally, just mainly to therapy. Yeah, that's pretty much the only place I've gone, is just to therapy, and I had to go to the hospital a couple of times for testing. And so they had said I shouldn't drive, but I thought, oh my gosh, I'm only taking Tylenol twice a day, and my left knee was the one they did. I don't drive with my left knee, so I kind of broke the rules. But I won't be doing any driving for some time, so I'm sure Larry will take that to the post office for me. Okay, and then in last video, I talked about the giveaway was this Mill Hill kit that was that Jill had sent. She had sent me a bunch of stuff for giveaways, and so in that, I did remember to say the keyword, and that was Christmas Village. And so I drew the winner for that, and that one is Pat Hansen, Hansen. And so Pat, same thing. If you want to get, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, Lisa Abby 9137. So if you want to follow me there and send me a message that way, or my email address is lisaabby1585@gmail.com. So get me one way or the other and tell me your address, and we'll get that off in the mail to you. And then for this time's, this is another one that Jill had sent in. It's from the Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop, and it is Citrus Summer. So I thought, since we're getting closer to summer, although the weather everywhere has just been kind of crazy, but if you just want to put summer in your comment, I'll draw a winner next time. So yeah, here we had wonderful weather. It was actually almost too hot to start off with. We got into the 80s, and our air conditioner is out, so that was a little stressful. That was like the week of my surgery. So Larry brought in a little portable air conditioner into the living room. Honest, we looked like hillbilly heaven. But anyway, but I was cool, so it was all good. And so then it cooled off, and we've had our furnace on every day since. But today it's getting into the 60s, and there's sunshine for a change. It's not raining, so So it's a good day. I'm thinking we're going to go out for dinner tonight. Today is our 20th anniversary. And so I think we're going to go to maybe to my work just so I can say hi to people and eat out a little bit before. I don't think I'll be moving around too much. It really wasn't a hardship to go anywhere before, but now that I'll have two of them that are down, I don't know that I'll be going too far. We'll see. But I have done outpatient therapy, and everybody was like, do the therapy. And so I had in-home therapy for the 2 weeks. And then in between that and going to the outpatient where I had to go to the facility, it took a week to get the scheduling right. And so I kind of got a little bit set back, but I've gone 3 times this week. And so I go Monday, and hopefully if I keep working hard, we can get there, right? But if anybody is considering knee surgery, I mean, it wasn't near as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, well, I think I talked more about my knee than anything else, and so hopefully you weren't bored silly. Hopefully you're doing some stitching and having a good time. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I have a couple things that I was so excited to start, and so I don't know. Maybe Sunday I'll try to get ambitious and start something. But anyway, I hope you're having fun doing all the things. I appreciate, again, all the prayers. I've had so many people leave comments saying, hey, I'll be praying for you, and I so appreciate it. It was felt more than you know. And I'll get back here as soon as I can after round 2. And hopefully I'll have some exciting things to share with you. Happy stitching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.